Welcome back, gentlemen. Today Mishka's going to be showing us how to make an old-fashioned.
Now, an old-fashioned by definition is bitters, sugar, spirit, and water. We're doing the old-fashioned today, or at least the way I like.
The old-fashioned way?
The old-fashioned way. The way I like to make it personally. So we're going to start off with a rye. Bullet rye is really nice. It's 95% rye. Really, really spicy. Great for cocktails because it really does pop. So we're gonna do 2 ounces of this. And then we're gonna have our Angostura bitters. You're gonna do 4 dashes of bitters. Now a lot of people think dashes are like, you know, like this little baby, like, yeah. Don't be afraid. Bitters is really tasty, you know, and I personally think a lot of bitters is a good thing. So I would say heaping dashes, you know, to kind of be more accurate. So Angostura bitters, 4 heaping dashes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, one of those.
Have fun with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Enjoy
your
cocktail.
bartending. It's not rocket science, but it's definitely fun, and it makes it better if you enjoy it. We have Angostura orange bitters. It's just a single dash because it's really potent. But again, another heaping dash. So after that, after the bitters, we're going to use our sugar. We're going to use simple syrup. A lot of people use the sugar cube.
Right. That's what I've seen every time at the bars.
At the bars you're drinking. I like to think that's the old way of thinking. That the sugar cube, you know, when you muddle the sugar cube in there with the bitters, it kind of sits at the bottom of your drink, and when you're drinking, it'll progressively get sweeter, but the first sip isn't as good as the middle sip, and the last sip is way too sweet.
Definitely true.
Yes, it is.
So, you know, throw 1/4 ounce in there, and this way it's going to sweeten the drink throughout. So throw it all in there, and there you pretty much have your old fashioned. You're going to take some of the ice that we have sitting here.
And you always want to use that much ice?
Oh yeah, you know.
Full glass?
Full glass of ice, you know. If you're using less, you know, it's just, it's easier to stir with more ice, I've found. So you're gonna stir your cocktail.
You are way better at that than I am.
You know, I've had a lot of practice. Give it about, I would say like 30 stirs. You know, you're adding simple syrup, which already has water in it, so you're not trying to add that many. We have our little homemade ice cubes that we made with some Tupperware, freezing some water in there.
And of course, if you don't want to go all out and cut your own ice, you can get the big blocks from Amazon or wherever.
Yeah, they're like $6 from Amazon. They're definitely great, but I like the look of the custom cube that we shape per glass, just because it adds a little bit of a nice touch.
Yeah, it gives it some little flavor.
We used our julep strainer to throw on top of this, on top of the ice to trap the ice, and then pour it over our nice large cube. Now comes our twists, my favorite part. I like to do an orange and a lemon twist. I find that they taste great together. It's a nice combo and it complements the rye. Now a little trick I like to use with the orange is to get a flame twist. Now you cut the peel from north to south and then you squeeze from east to west. Do a little twist around the rim.
Is that for tasting flavor purposes?
You know, you're caramelizing the essential oils and the citrus, and through that you're actually making the drink sweeter than without adding any ingredients. Now, because you know your smell is 70% of your taste.
Right.
Then take a nice little lemon twist, shoot it over, and I like to rim the inside of the glass with the lemon just to add a nice little contrast. It's just a little thing of mine. And you know, if you want to get super fancy, you know, wipe the side of the glass so your guests' hands smell like the drink.
I was
and
gonna
then
say, so it's gonna
15,
smell.
yeah, 15, 20 minutes later, you know, your guests are like, oh yeah, I remember that cocktail. It was great. This is the old fashioned. Enjoy.
That's you. Give that one a shot.
Cheers. Amazing. With this, I feel like a gentleman.
Yeah, exactly.
I can taste the alcohol, but it has like a sweet flavor to it, and then with the whole zest, it gives it an extra pop.
The Old Fashioned is one of 3 of our home bar essential cocktails. We're also going to do a gin gimlet and a sidecar. So we'll have links for them below and up in the screen somewhere around this area right here. So be sure to learn how to make those and add to your repertoire of cocktail knowledge. Thanks for coming, Mishka.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Cheers.